On melody and harmony, let's finally talk about melody and harmony. Saying that melody derives from harmony is a false, misleading, and pernicious statement, of which is well worth taking the trouble to refute. So, saying that melody derives from harmony is false. So, melody, according to Mattesohn, does not derive from harmony. For not only is one of the most famous musical scholars in France, together with his Jesuit admirers, who unhappily are now governing. Incredible. Jesuits had always made troubles and strange things in the world, even in the last few years, completely infatuated with it, and has wanted to publicly defend it in print. But also a very great man among us who considers me to be an authoritative voice, believes in it to such an extent that he, to my knowledge, does not consider other points of view for any reason whatever. Many people love the noli vinci, do not be conquered, and yet think otherwise. Such assertions, however, lead beginning composer astray, and one must be more concerned from them than for the masters. This is because the former can easily be brought by these to rehashing the old motet rule, harmonia est domina, i.e., harmony must reign supreme. And so they work with many voices before they yet know or even want to know what a good one-line melody would be and of what it would consist. Oh, dear people, neither the most terrible musicians who wants to compose against Minerva's will, nor even the best contrapuntists as such have learned enough so that they first compose the principal melody of which no demands or requirements are made, and then make the harmony for it. Rather, they scribble the harmonic paste quite thickly and vigorously on the fleesmy tissue, and especially in church pieces. Do not at all concern themselves with a fine line or proper melody, which they never seek and therefore also never find. They do not know anything of it. What do they seek? What do they find? Truly, there are not unsubstantial minds who are refuted simply by the fact that we assert in Kern that harmony derives from melody. Insignificant note scribblers are not to be made haughty by this. Great luminaries are naturally sufficiently proud that they are incapable of supplement, and even the best can employ his time no better than in increasing his works, if he has the time and ability. Probably the consideration I can do on this phrase, the old motet rule, if it's saying old motet rule, harmonia est domina. Harmonia in Renaissance counterpoint tradition means actually counterpoint, okay? So not harmonia in terms of basso continuo, figurations, I mean figure bass, basso continuo, chords, but harmonia in terms of counterpoints, two-part counterpoint. So probably there is a misunderstanding between the ancient meaning of harmonia and the modern meaning of harmonia. This is probably why. Okay, by the way, let's continue our journey. I could continue right now because it's very short, but let's keep the pace of one chapter per video. And so in the next video we talk about the characteristics of the melody. Look at all these books. They are beautiful, each one more than the other, and they contain a lot of information. But they have a big problem. Either you engage in a long, painful battles against the chapters to decipher, understand, and interpret what's written, or they are completely worthless. Think about when you bought your last book to learn how to compose music. How enthusiastic were you? And then, what actually happened? It stayed in your bookcase, gathering dust and rusting away. What you need, therefore, is not 1, 5 or 10 more books. What you need is an experienced guide who takes care to evaluate your current situation, is well aware of what your desired destination is, precisely because you tell him, so he can design the best path for your journey, points out the right exercises, shows you which mistakes to correct and how to correct them, and provides you with concrete tools to improve and get better step by step. In recent years, since I have been here on the web, I have had the pleasure of guiding by hand many people like you to learn how to compose music, to grasp the musical techniques, discover the secrets of musical composition, and then achieve concrete results. Because in the end, that's what matters, that everything you learn becomes a seed that grows your skills, and little by little you become able to compose music. And so you are happy, and happy are the people with whom you share this passion, music. For this reason, in order to help you to achieve these destinations, I've prepared 2 paths, with some things in common, but different. One to become a Renaissance musicus practicus, and another one to become a Baroque musicus practicus. Are you curious to discover all the beautiful things you can learn with me? Click on this link and download the special informational brochure, which contains all the information you need to make the best choice for you.